Alex Saab, he's a Venezuelan diplomat, and the United States, I mean, this is incredible. Like, I've never heard of this. They issued a warrant, and he was arrested in Cape Verde, and then they extradited him to the U.S. A diplomat. You can't do that to a diplomat. I mean, diplomats have immunity, right? You can arrest a diplomat if they have like a machine gun and they're mowing down people. Yeah, like in extreme cases. But you can't go and arrest a diplomat because he's dealing with Iran. Like, that's what they're charging him with, right? Because Iran is under sanctions, Venezuela is under sanctions, and he's just trying to coordinate trade between them. He's trying to mitigate the effect of sanctions, right? And that's what they did. They basically broke the Vienna Convention, which again gives diplomats immunity. It sets out the rules for how a host country must protect diplomats and so on. And they extradited him. I mean, it's unbelievable. I've never heard of such a thing. Can you imagine if someone did that to an American diplomat? Basically kidnapping a diplomat. They would lose it. But, you know, they behave like gangsters. They behave like thugs. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And this is barely covered by the news, right? You won't hear about this on the news. I bet you ask most people, like, they won't even know who he is. But they should know who he is, because this is a very serious story. It's a very serious breach of international law. Again, the Vienna Convention is signed by God knows how many countries. It sets out the framework, the legal framework for how to treat diplomats. It's not about treating them. It's not about, like, making them feel good. It's about protecting them. That's the whole point. Because when you're a host country and you have an embassy in your country, you have a responsibility to protect that embassy. And in this case, I mean, in Cape Verde, there's nothing to do with the U.S., right? They just managed to catch him while he was there, and he was kept for a while, and then they shipped him off to the U.S. I mean, it's absolutely obscene.